But now we're going into a step above of it, that is grouping data. Here it is. So in this table, for example, if I have this NBA kind of thing and I have this same team name. For example, let's consider a real life example like I have an employee table and they have common department name. So I can group them like for example IT departments, the people are employed in IT departments will be at once and HR department at once, sales department at once. So you can group this thing. So how in Pandas we will see here. So first of all, I have created one data frame. I'm grouping on the basis of name. So I have repeatedly used the name once again. Anuj is used repeatedly. Princey and J was is reused repeatedly. Alright, so I have different qualifications. So let's see how our data frame looks like. So this is our data frame. Alright, so now by the dot group by function, I've grouped as per the attribute name. You have to provide the attribute name to the group by function. You can also group as per the age. Right, I do not have similar ages except 27, so let me just do that. Or city, let's say address. All right, so you can group by name and you can print it. So let's see. All right, it's grouping. This display is quite unfamiliar, but you can see that AB is grouped, Anuj is grouped, Gaurav is grouped, Jai and Prince has been grouped. Okay, you can also group as the basis of some address. This is a kind of way. This is a display thing. Dot first, so it will display the first five entries in the somewhat group. And so let me run this. So it's the same thing. I have grouped as per the address. All right. So you can also group as per name. I have grouped. Let me group as per the address. All right. So yes, it has been grouped as per the address. Right. Let me go back to the name one. I need to explain something. So if we're going with the name part, it is automatically arranging in the alphabetical order. This is, if you can consider as a drawback or some advantage, but this is the fact. It will sort as per the alphabetical order. And another thing is, while grouping things, it will reflect the first entry. For example, if I group as per Abby, is it's just saying one entry. Let me group as Anuj. The firstly, whenever encounter Anuj, the same entry will be reflected into the data frame. So even though it has encountered Anuj with 36 Kanpur and BCom, it will just print 24 Kanpur and MA. See here. The same goes on with Prince C, J or many other groups. So J is with 27 Nagpur and MSc, J will be with 27 Nagpur and MSc only, even though it has further encountered something else. So we have first seen here how we are grouping the data. Now, what if we have some two data frames or two different data frames, two different CSV files? We need to merge it into one. We need to just concatenate two arrays or strings kind of thing. So this is the way. So I have created two another data frames. This is dictionary. I have converted with df. See here index matters 0, 1, 2 and 3. So Jai, Princey, Gaurav and Anuj will be at the 0th, 1st, 2nd and the 3rd index of the entry. Similarly 4, 5th, 6th and 7th will be at Abby, Ayushi, Dheeraj and Hitesh. So I'm just printing. You can also just frame with dot concatenate function. This actually works behind the dot concatenate function. So it actually merges both the data frames into one. So dot concatenate with frames and it will be printing. So let's see. So this is a manual printing kind of thing, df and df1. Okay, this is the actual way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As I said, 0, 1, 2, 3 will be for Jai, Princey, Gaurav, and Anuj. 4, 5, 6, 7 will be for this. You can manipulate this. You can take further with 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7 also. So it's in your hand how you need to concatenate. You need to take some odds and odds, evens and evens. You can go on with that also. You can play with that. So now we have just grouped or concatenated the data. But if we move something further, what happens is we need to merge as per some conditions. We need not some replicated data. We need some data which is actually the intersection of those. The word which we've been using in Pandas is the join word. If somebody is not familiar with the join word, so here it is. So we have just imported Pandas. We have created two dictionary, two data frames, and now we have been setting access join equals to inner. So join will be inner, so it will perform inner join. It will just look out for two common entries into it. See, I have merged as per 0, 1, 2, and 3, 2, 3, 6, and 7. So 0, 1, 2, and 3, Gaurav and Anuj, Gaurav and Anuj. So it will just merge it and give me the actual output of the concatenated and natural joint. See, this is it. It's Gaurav and Anuj. So this is the way how it goes with join. Another join, let me give you one more example. It's like if you just do not get something, it just still concatenates and goes on with the join. So this is another example. So yes, it is just concatenated thing. So up till now, we have seen how to create data frames, how to fetch something from the data frame, how to select some columns, how to locate some things. Like for example, we have located a hunter, RJ Hunter, right? This in here, located RJ Hunter, Avery Bradley, and you can now then create a new column. You can just add using two types with a conventional way in the dot insert function. You can group the data with the group by function. You can concatenate two data frames. You can manipulate it. You can just do natural join, full outer join, and many of those things, and can play with it. And you can easily concatenate and indexing you can do as per your choice.